let's talk about the recent Dune Awakening update, patch 1.1.0.15. All these changes are available on the Steam page, but for anyone who's missed it, here is what they are. Changes. The respawn timeout in PvP zones was adjusted. The first respawn will take 70 seconds, and the second and following respawns will take 115 seconds. That's great news, as I really did think it was way too soon to respawn after you've just been killed in PvP combat. The Divots Ornithopter Engine Mark V schematic was removed from loot tables, as it was a depreciated item. Players no longer receive damage when hit by vehicles. Yes, finally this one has been changed, because this was so annoying, especially when you're out with a friend in a buggy and you accidentally run them over and they take damage and nearly die. That was a pain in the ass, but that is no longer anymore, which is great. Since the unstuck feature doesn't work for vehicles, and when the player's on the overland map, the unstuck button won't show when the player's on or in a vehicle or on the overland map. Service messages like server restart alerts now appear at the upper central part of the screen for better visibility. It used to be in the upper right corner. An additional safeguard was added when a player respawns across the map. Players now need to manually type respawn into the confirmation pop-up field. When players select the private server tab in the server browsers, they'll receive a notification pop-up. Another set of changes to further improve the game server and client stability. Fixes. Fixed an issue where the game client could freeze when the player attempted to cross the deep desert server border. Fixed an issue where players who shared their base across their friends could not sometimes abandon their base via the map marker. Fixed an issue that caused the dart trails from the Mueller pistol to sometimes deviate from the intended direction. Fixed an issue where the Atreides leader that the player needed to kill in the advanced contract for the Mentat, cataloging defectors, contact, respawned immediately. Fixed an issue that caused a possible crash when restoring a vehicle with the vehicle backup tool. Fixed an issue that made it possible to move Chris knives into storage containers by swapping them with other items. Fixed an issue that caused the Landsrad refining time reduction bonus not to apply if multiple instances of the same resource were being refined simultaneously. Fixed an issue that could cause the player to lose Solaris when deposited into the bank. Fixed an issue where service alert notifications would not show due to being blocked by other notifications. Fixed an issue where exiting the dialogue with Anton Toliver too soon after delivering the deep extraction contract would block the player from progressing the faction storyline. Fixed an exploit where players could damage other players' bases with a cut array. Fixed an issue where research journey steps wouldn't get completed retroactively if the player was in a vehicle when performing research. Logging out and back into the game was needed to fix the issue. Fix an exploit causing people to be able to take out water from a death still that did not exist in the base. Fixed an exploit where players could fire a salvo of projectiles. And that is everything for this small update / patch. Don't forget to report any bugs via the in-game menu screen. Also, the official Dune Awakening Discord has a channel talking about all the known issues right now, so if you feel like a certain bug hasn't been fixed yet, it might be on their list to do soon. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for all Dune news and tips here. Peace.